Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill and today we're going to be talking about a Kith collaboration with the ASICS team. This is on the Kith ASICS GEL-Kayano and these are the 12.1s. This color scheme is called the Voyage and this one is called the Quartz. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome on in. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below if you have not already and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these unboxing and styling segments. Today we are going to be talking about the newest Kith collaboration with the ASICS team on the GEL-Kayano 12.1s. I've got two different color variations. So we've got it in the Quartz tier and we've also got it in the Voyage tier. So we'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled both different colorways. Then we will conclude with how much these are currently going for on the resale market. And I will say there's quite a bit of resale on these. So let's jump right into it. All right, so if you are here, you're probably a Kith loyalty member, or you may be wondering how to become a Kith loyalty member. So Kith does have their own app, which is pretty recent, I would say, in the past few years. But what I love about the Kith loyalty program is even if you just started kind of accruing more spend after the app developed, it did go back in time and register all your earlier purchases. And I have been a Kith loyalist for some time now. So I was lucky enough to be at the highest tier when it first started. But the tiers have kind of changed and now he completely renamed the tiers. So now the highest tier is the Voyage, which is what I am. And the second tier is Quartz, and then the very bottom tier is Paragon. So those different tiers are dependent upon how much you spend at the Kith store or online, of course. And so this from Ronnie was technically kind of a gift back to his loyalists, which I truly do appreciate. I feel like there's a lot of people that do talk about Kith all the time, a lot of talk and not really much spend. So I definitely have been covering Kith for years and years and years. I've been a huge fan of Kith as a brand, and specifically a lot of the collaborations that Ronnie does, I've been a huge fan of. So I do appreciate that he has decided to reward us with an exclusive sneaker that is by tier. And so this one, again, this is the Voyage here, is in the blue colorway. So the sneaker matches it to a T. They also had a capsule collection that released in addition to all three colorways. So you could actually match the sneaker from head to toe pretty much. There were jackets, hoodies, crews, tees, and hats that released. And so they had this beautiful kind of baby blue tone. They had this lovely quartz rose tone, as well as the Paragon, which is kind of like a khaki tone. As far as look and feel of this, I have done the same silhouette, the GEL-Kayano 12.1, which I did last year. Again, it was another Kith collab, and it kind of reminded me of the Jam collaboration with ASICS just because it had some nice simple silver tones. I actually really prefer this collaboration much more just because it's more unique. I haven't really seen an ASICS with this really cool translucent caging unit that they've got with the ASICS branding. So job well done by Ronnie to really kind of tailor this to match the loyalist tiers. So this one has that Voyage color scheme, and as you can kind of see, you can see it through this caging, and then you can see underneath here under that caging unit that it has that nice mesh in the cream colorway. I've tied my set up with cream laces on both the Quartz as well as the Voyage, but you do get different colors to lace swap out if you do want. So you've got this quartz rose or this blue, or you have a two-tone kind of gray and cream lace set. So I do love that we have 3 different lace options to choose from. I kind of prefer to have the cream laces because I feel like it makes the rest of the sneaker pop, but I do love that you can add a little bit more color to it as well. So as far as the eyelets as well, this kind of has this nice jelly effect. Again, super translucent so you can see underneath. And then we've got some subtle hues of this beautiful silver finish, which is a nice tumbled leather. So let's take a look at those details, or actually before we take a look at those details, I do want to show you the tongue because it does have Kith branding on the bottom here. And you've also got some Kith branding on that lace toggle there as well. Let me see if I can just move that out so you can see it. And then on the quartz, you've got that same kind of color combination, except it's swapped out for the rose quartz colorway, but the same exact branding on there and the same silver touches. All right, so let's take a look at those details and then move along to the side paneling. All right, so on both of the side paneling for the medial and lateral side, again, you've got this really cool see-through ASICS logo where you can see that cream meshing underneath. I love it in both these colorways. The only reason I didn't get the Paragon is just because I wasn't as big of a fan. I feel like these are 2 kind of more unique color schemes I don't have in my collection already. And we've got the same colors pattern that wraps away to the back and a nice embroidered ASIC on the heel on both pairs. And then we got the GEL-Kayano 12.1 branding. And again, just that beautiful, shiny ASICS logo with the translucent color scheme where you can see the mesh underneath. The interior also is very well done. It's kind of has a bit of a metallic sheen to it, so you can kind of see it hit the light on both colorways here. And then the insole has the nice logo for Kith on there. And we've got Kith and ASICS in silver, but the monogram Kith you can see on the insole if I hold it up super close, which is really nice. And you've got that on this pair as well. And then on the right pair, just so you can see the little thank you that Ronnie did, it's on the insole. It says "Just Us Loyalty" on the inside with some flowers. So I guess he's given his loyalist some flowers, and you are going to see that also on this quartz pair as well. The sneaker is completed with a nice touch of this blue tone or this rose quartz tone with fluid ride, the tech that's inside of these. And then we've got a nice darker shade of blue. And again, kind of a nice darker shade of this nice rose quartz colorway. And then we've got those same color options on the bottom of the outsole, which complete the sneaker. All right, so let's take a look at those last and final details. So as far as size and fit goes, I would say stick true to size on these, though a lot of people do who tend to say that ASICs are a bit more on the narrow side, I will agree with you on that. I do have narrow feet, so these fit me perfectly, but if you do have flatter, wider feet, I would highly recommend testing it out in a half a size up. All right, so now let's talk about how I styled both of these colorways. So for the blue pair, I think this is a very easy color to really match with any type of pant. I decided to go with this nice blue corduroy pant, and then I wore a nice ribbed shirt, which I layered with a light denim jacket.
You got me rocking, it's so high, yeah, you got me falling. Got me like, baby, I'm all in, all in. Oh, you got me, oh, you really make me let go. Driving me crazy, I'm so bad for you lately, bad for you lately.
For the Quartz, I switched it up a little bit with some brown corduroy pants, and then I wore a nice button-down white top.
And all I wanna do is get messed up with you. Oh, you got me, oh, you really make me let go. Driving me crazy, I'm so bad for you lately, bad for you lately. Got my hair wavy, you're making me spacey. I'm so bad for you lately, bad for you lately. Oh, you really make me driving me crazy. I'm so bad.
All right, so now let's talk about resale on these. So resale is pretty crazy. These both retailed at $195. I would say that the Voyage colorway is definitely doing a little bit better because, again, this is the top tier, so it's harder to get. This is going between $300 to $400 on the resale market, while the Quartz colorway is $260 to $370. Congrats to everybody who's been a loyalty member like myself. And again, I really appreciate that Ronnie did this for us loyalists. That is it for this unboxing and review. If you tuned in for the very first time, thank you so much. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this unboxing and styling segment. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you all on the next one.